All right. Hey, this is Josh at J Dubs TV. We are doing our first recording here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going live to the Portland protesters at the ICE facility, and just want to share with you and get your comments, see what you think, and share this with me. We're going to go ahead and go live with them now, and let's see what craziness we have going on the West Coast. So we definitely have some craziness going on over here. And I've been watching this nightly for quite some time. It's just very interesting how our country has made some turns here as far as what's deemed as acceptable behavior. But pretty much anytime they have to come out and do anything as far as get officers in and out, they have to come out, and normally 30 to 40. I've seen as many as a couple hundred, it appears, coming out, and a lot of times we get some strange interactions between the protesters and the ICE officers and DHS. We do have some pretty colorful language from these folks. Have a hard time communicating with regular people. But yeah, we even got somebody flying a drone up here tonight. You can see that. And it looks like we've got something going on. Seeing all sorts of tactics used. Non-lethal rounds. Everything's been non-lethal. We get the rubber bullets, tear gas, smoke grenades. Generally, whenever these gates are opened, is when we really start to see some activity going on here. Looks like we got some people up on the roof of the facility there. This would be this feed is from Times Network. We've had a lot of various different feeds. The City of Portland police haven't been much help as far as trying to allow ICE to have operational control of the situation. They're more on the side of the protesters in this situation. We actually got people out there with the press information on, but you see the one gentleman there to the left. That's definitely federal. And this is kind of a new tactic. I'm starting to see them, Antifa crew, change up some of their attire here, trying to blend in a little bit better. Generally, you can notice the Antifa folks; they'll be all dressed in black. They come out after the sun goes down. That's when we see all the real hot action start kicking in. And they do this whenever they have to get vehicles in or out of the facility here. I'll try to clear the road. I've seen various tactics over the last couple of weeks. It's been quite interesting seeing the development in Sanctuary City as far as how they're trying to essentially defy federal government and the rules that are set up at that level, trying to almost set up as their own free society here. very antagonistic, coming from the Antifa side. And that's really what we've got going on here. Is that we've got a butting of the heads of Antifa and the federal government, which our president is trying to actually maintain situational control over the country. Look out for the residents, the legal residents here, and we've got a lot of these protesters here. There's been a lot of research going on and digging in and learning that a lot of these are funded via NGOs, and they just kind of have their own agenda. They say that this is all organic, but I mean, realistically, when you've got these types of situations, we've got today's the 17th of October. We've got the No Kings protest coming up tomorrow, and they're saying there's over 2,500 individual protests set up, and that's really not anything that's going to be organic. That's organized at a lot higher level. You see the same activity over in Europe as well. Just heard somebody talking about laser. That's another one of the Antifa tactics. Very dangerous. Very much against the law. Got used to the bullhorns. Doesn't appear that MAGA's really showing up strong tonight. They were showing up earlier in the week, doing almost a counter protest. There's almost some situational control going on as far as trying to keep the roads clear. This is a little bit different than even what was going on last night, where we've got the gates staying open. And if this is your first time watching this, there's actually a blue line painted at the sidewalk, and that's to designate that that's federal property. And they try to maintain control. But yeah, look at this. You've got federal officers out here trying to push everybody back, trying to keep the road cleared here. Very antagonistic. Trying to push the officers and do something, but this is professionals here.
I can see you. I see you. I see you through that uniform. You deserve better than this. We all deserve better than this. Your boss is worthless. Your job right now, I'm sorry, you could be doing better things with your time. Your job is worthless. You ain't helping anybody other than a billionaire pedophile. Sick. Disgusting.
This is definitely a different tactic than what we've seen previously.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Tactics that we've normally seen is they'll come out in a barrage all lined up. Very well practiced, orchestrated. Normally they're not dispersed at the border of the crowd like this. Definitely something a little bit new. It seems to be working a little bit better for the ICE officials tonight than what we've seen in the past. See, that's Bureau of Prisons there. Definitely on the federal side of things. But where's our costumes at? I mean, it's October. Got dinosaurs out here, frogs. Saw Kenny out there earlier. Oh my God, they didn't kill Kenny.
I can't see it. Get him. Yes. Shoot him. I'm willing to deal with the burn in my nose. I'm willing to deal.
There's some non-lethal rounds going off in there.
Hey, I bet you wish you was over there right now with doing oh shit. I know I do.
Like I said, these are definitely some different tactics. And you'll notice on the officers coming out of the facility, they've got different colored lights on their helmets, and I think that's so that way the helicopters and the guys on top of the building know who's who and what departments who. Generally, the Portland police come through on bicycles. What you gotta do? Detain you, cuff you to the spokes. Won't get too far that way. And you see how they're pushing the crowd back down the street there, the south side of Portland.
Man, I wish I could go over there. Man, I wish I could go over there. You have either a grenade or a cigarette for me to borrow. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted a cigarette.
Traditionally, the side where the cameraman is at has been the MAGA side, the Patriots. That a lot of folks out here. One woman, a lot of respect to her, Honey Badger Mom. She's normally out here. We got BC Preacher. He's been a good streamer out here as well, making some good quality content, having some good interactions, some actual conversations with some of the protesters. Like to try to follow those guys and get those video feeds. But you can even hear the people on this side that are, again, being very appreciative and thankful for the officers out there that are doing their job.
I know, because you couldn't pass an English test, so this would be the only job that you're qualified for.
And you've got the concentration of the officers over there pushing everybody back towards the other side, which is normally what we've been seeing as the protesters, the Antifas. A lot of times with where this camera angle is coming from, this is from the ICE supporters. Actually pushed the crowd pretty far back.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Appreciate your service.
Tread on me harder, Daddy. Tread harder. It's simp for power.
This is the same area where Nick Shirley, another great YouTuber, he was actually at the President's Roundtable for the Antifa discussion. And prior to that, he had actually gotten chased out of here. And one of the snipers on the roof there put a laser on the guy that was that was trying to chase him out of there. Another one of his little thug buddies came over and was like, hey, get out of here. You got a laser on you, man. You're about ready to have a bad day. So, you know, the intelligence levels that the federal officers are working at is pretty substantial. I mean, they I think have a good pulse on who's on the ground here and who's not a threat in the situation, and I guess everybody else. But yeah, we're gonna start trying to do some more content like this as we have disruptions in our country. We've got a lot of people that want to express themselves and feel they have the right to protest, and protesting's fine. I mean that's a wonderful thing. When you feel like your voice isn't getting heard, by all means, let's get out there and get heard. But when we're not doing it peacefully, that's where the problem really kicks in. That's we shouldn't have to go to this point to keep people safe. Your message certainly changes a lot when violence gets involved.
We're not here to agitate. I don't want you taking pictures of their badges.
A lot of the American public's actually switching over to this as far as trying to get their real aspect of the news. Because this is the stuff that you're not going to hear about on the mainstream media. This is they're not gonna report on this. A lot of us are switching over to this style, this format, as far as trying to figure out what's actually going on here. We can make our own opinions when we can see the actual facts versus somebody pushing a narrative onto us and telling us how we should feel about things. I mean, that's just not how we are. We got to stop that. Getting spoon-fed the narratives. Me personally, I'd rather just hear what's going on. Let me see. Let me make my own educated decisions here as far as what's going on. Be able to make my own conclusions. As Americans, we need to start doing that. We need to stop relying on the narrative. Stop going with the flow of information. Non-partisan even. Just take a look at this and see what's going on. Is this what you want in your community? I mean, is this would you want to have to drive here? I mean, what if you work down the street from here? There was a restaurant you want to go right down the street from here. Well, you're not going to. So this is actually doing more to harm the city than it is to protect it. And you've got, just to the left of where these guys are at, those are apartments up there. And this has been going on for, months and months and months. I mean, people that live up there, they've got regular jobs. I mean, they've got to get rest. They got to get sleep. I mean, when they're this all filled with tear gas. I mean, where do you think that's going? That's coming into their house, their home. How'd you feel trying to raise your family there? I mean, God forbid. I mean, and the sad part of this really is how the state of Oregon and particularly the city of Portland has really dug in and almost coddled this type of behavior. They're not really doing anything to try to protect against it. This is what they're wanting almost, and just to almost have a beef with the president. The only people you're harming are your own citizens, your own taxpayers, the people that support you. Not all of them are wanting this chaos in the streets. They're wanting to be able to live peacefully, enjoy the Portland area. I mean, the Pacific Northwest is a beautiful part of our country, but you have this going on, and it really compromises the beauty there when safety is an issue. I mean, with the open drug markets that they have going on there, there's you can find the videos. I mean, they're out there. Nothing I'd be interested in showing, but you got people out there walking around like zombies, and you got the open markets there, where you got people using on the sidewalks. I mean, as a citizen, if I were, well, I'm going to go to the local pharmacy there, and I've got to walk past this stuff. What if I got kids with me? I don't want my kids exposed. I don't want to have to explain, what all this crap is laying on the streets, to a 6-year-old. That's what you said. They're not messing around at night. Honestly, this is the most I've actually seen them push back the crowds of people here. I mean, this is normally all areas that occupied. There's a guy named Tommy. He conservative got arrested and has a 200-yard no-fly zone around this facility, and they're now back in the area where he is restricted to. Honestly, these guys right here got it easy. I mean, they're it's like, oh, we're babysitting the good kids. All right, we're just gonna stand here and kind of hold our position. Yeah, see, they're starting to throw back, and this is what they'll do, is they'll launch these smoke grenades into the crowd to try to disperse them. And I mean, I've seen tactics where they'll put boxes over them, they'll kick them back at the officers, throw them back at the officers, as a way of rebelling. I already got some flashbangs going out there. So this is like I said, everything I'm seeing tonight, this is a whole different tactic than what they've used in the past. Yeah, generally those you see a couple of those guys in there with the yellow vests. Those are actually legal counsel that's out there, and not for the federal side. This is they're out there specifically for the Antifa crowd. So we got some coming back. Oh, no, that's police there. Or officers. The actual police in Portland, they're not there to aid this situation. But again, think if you lived in those apartments there to the left. I mean, this is, look at our wonderful view that we have. So again, if you do like this type of content, please definitely subscribe. We're a new channel, inspired by others doing the same thing. Matt Morris. even though you don't see that smoke coming in, they're definitely getting affected by that tear gas.
What, because your boss told you to? Your boss is a pedophile.
You're on the wrong side of the street now.
You hear everybody coughing. It's just, you know, all the pepper spray and stuff coming, tear gas coming downwind.
Have you secured the homeland today? The homeland secured?
All these brave folks out here that we're relying on for this footage are just,
Everybody go home?
you know, definitely getting affected by just the constant barrage.
Arrest your boss. Y'all seem to be the only one making it dangerous around here. It's my homeland.
Tomorrow night, we're definitely going to be monitoring the No Kings Protest Day 2.0. Probably not going to be as peaceful as what this is. Last time they had that across the country, the feeds that were coming across on the web were just disturbing. You know, as civilization, we need to do better than this, people. We really do. You know, we don't all have to agree on everything. I mean, we can have differences of opinion, but when we don't have that ability to communicate that, you know, when there's no communication, that's when violence kicks in, and that's the last thing that any civilized country needs to have. We need to have open discussions. We need to be able to discuss our differences. We don't have to always agree. We can find common ground, or we can agree to disagree. Very fitting phrase of where we're at in the country, but we just need to be better to each other.
Wow. Secured the homeland. Homeland secured. Call that you do it, y'all. Let's go.
Say it looks like some of the officers are starting to retreat back in their positions here. Start to see the black coats coming back up. And big thank you out there to everybody that's boots on the ground, live streaming this for the rest of us, just giving us, you know, the honest view of what we're seeing on the ground. You see the drone flying there, but not sure the flight restrictions on drones in this area. I know typically over the federal facilities they have a no-fly zone for the drones, so it could be a hacked one, or you know, could be a federal. Federal authorities, you know, obviously have proper filtration and breathing gear there. It looks like they're trying to regroup, pull back in. Yeah, like I said, this is different tactics than you know what I've been seeing before tonight. It's a lot more than just the officers on the ground. I mean, they've got they've got eyes on the entire situation there. But honestly, this crowd looks a lot smaller than what we've been seeing. And here, yeah, this is okay. Now this is going back to the normal tactics where everybody's just kind of retreating back in. What we'll probably see next is once all the officers get back in, they'll go ahead and shut that big gate. Then shortly thereafter, you'll see the antagonizers come back up to the blue line, which is really where you see the front line of those officers at. That's the line they're trying to trying to hold or consider sacred. Again, those are all apartments up there. I mean, this somebody's living room right there. You can see. As you know, as the wind starts coming back in, you can really start to tell how it's affecting the people in the crowd. You see a lot of people hacking and coughing just from all the non-lethal rounds coming back into that area. Yeah, it's just a little bit different than what we've been seeing in the past here. Many of y'all been watching us. Try and keep a real good feel for what's going on the ground here. And once they retreat back in, then the next crew will come up to that line right there at the sidewalk and start antagonizing. You know, and honestly, these guys are real professionals here. They you know, keep a cool, level head. You hear them starting to come back. Typical bully mentality here.
I'm out here suffering for you guys, for these views, and to support
Jenny!
And now here's where the bullhorns start. Once they go inside, you'll go inside the gate. You'll start seeing all the protesters come back up to that line. But you know, in all fairness, they I gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, they are respecting that line that's not drawn in the sand but painted on the sidewalk. You know, for Friday night, I mean, these are actually looks like fairly low numbers of protesters out here on the streets. You know, in Chicago, they actually went to the point where they set up curfews, and that worked for a little bit. But now they're reporting that they gave them a place to set up and peacefully protest, certain hours to be able to do it in, being respectful to the citizens of the Chicago area. And latest reports as of tonight, even that hasn't been the case. But definitely two different levels of energies from the protester groups. in Portland versus Chicago. And again, I mean, they're calling for 2,500 different demonstrations throughout the country tomorrow for the No Kings protest day. I wonder how Burger King feels about that. I mean, we do have a king in the country. It's a king of burgers, Burger King. Everybody should wear their crown. Go get the trio for $7 tomorrow. Show your support. I do like the chicken fries. Those are pretty good. A little barbecue dipping sauce. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Now, this is definitely, like I said, this is different than what we've been seeing in the past. I don't know if there's a change up in tactics the Antifa's using, or if taking a night off before a long, hard day of protesting tomorrow. It looks like a lot of the folks that you're seeing here are definitely like looky-loos and bystanders, and a lot of streamers down there. They're trying to keep the streets clear as much as possible. Again, during this whole thing, though, I mean, you haven't really seen anything from the local Portland PD. Might be a little cold for their bicycles, or we got somebody, flying a Chinese flag. From my understanding, that this facility is, not designated a detention center, although I'm sure most federal facilities have the capability of that. But I mean, this is where you go to file your paperwork. This isn't an ICE detention center. I mean, this is a ICE branch office. But again, just again, to make their stand and say, hey, this is something that we're against. Even though you do this in any other country, the outcome would be completely different. Completely different. Over in the UK right now, I mean, with all their loss of First Amendment right, you post something online, then you got the police showing up to arrest you, seizing your electronic devices. I mean, this is something that we are blessed with in our country, is that we do have the ability to go out and peacefully protest. But we got a lot of stuff going on, worldwide right now, where a lot of the things that we enjoy, that are our rights as United States citizens, that we feel that everybody should have, are getting taken away by other countries. And again, that's kind of what leads into some of this not being an organic thing. This isn't a group of like-minded people that are pulling together. It truly feels like this is coordinated and orchestrated at a lot higher level. I think as more of this comes out and more discoveries happen and more people investigate how this is happening worldwide right now, I feel that they're going to get to the bottom of it as far as what they actually find out here.
It's still full. Wow, okay, I guess I'm gonna leave.
There's reports also of Portland police coming down and arresting folks for jaywalking. With all this going on, let's stop the jaywalkers. Those damn criminals. Respect the lines. Again, there's I haven't seen any presence of that on this broadcast. Not that they were prevalent in the other ones I've been watching, but
They are lining up, and they're going to be using some very evil stuff. So make sure you have your masks and your helmets and your earplugs on.
that's a familiar voice. Heard that.
These are incels with something to prove. They're going to be extra violent for no reason at all.
In all honesty, I haven't seen any real violence coming from the federal officers in this situation.
Attention Grace Landing Apartments. Sorry to bother you neighbors, but there's a pretty good chance that there's going to be a lot of gas and other awful shit being used. Expect the flashbangs, expect the concussive rounds, expect all the evil gas.
It's almost like this is his job out there. Like I said, this guy's been out there quite a bit. You've been watching these, yeah, like they care. Right now it's 8 o'clock local time there. This is more just to drum up the crowd, get the protesters excited. And again, like I was saying, you got this line that they kind of come to, where they're, oh, there they are. Oh, we got the bicycle cops. Let's see if we get any reaction out of them. Scrolling through on a Friday night here. Getting chased by a couple kids on a scooter. Wonder if they're going to try like a pit maneuver on them. That'd be interesting to see. But we're going to try to do some more videos like this. You know, I've definitely enjoyed this this format that we've had, and I really like to share it with people. And again, I feel that this is a good way for us to be able to see what's really going, boots on the ground. So we do have some new things, some different ideas that we're going to try to do on the channel here. And again, if this type of content that you'd like to support, please click that subscribe button. Definitely watch the videos, and we'll be having some more fun keeping up with what's going on. Some additional commentaries going on. We're gonna have Gary coming on board, and I think you all love him. If we can get beer coming out of his nose, that's always a plus. But just some different insights as far as what we're seeing going on around the country and the world. And we appreciate you watching this video, and we look forward to joining you whenever we get the opportunity to start going live. But I appreciate you watching this with me, and look forward to doing it some more. Y'all have a wonderful evening.